Hi guys, it's Mark Zicree, Mr. Sci-Fi, also Mark Zicree Space Command, and in this case, Mr. Politics. And I wanted to talk about the issue of fear and its flip side, courage. I had actually thought of taking down all the Mr. Politics posts, and I'll tell you why. Because the current administration is so vindictive and so personal and so trivial in terms of the little things that get people thrown into prison, abducted off the street, etc., that I was very concerned that, because I heard that they're going to start AI scrubbing the internet for any anti-Trump statements, and it occurred to me that they could come after me, and so I was going to take down all the Mr. Politics posts and delete my Facebook announcements about them and all of that stuff. But then I thought about it and I realized that fear is what the tool they use to silence protest, and that I would be part of the problem if I did that. And so I'm not eager to be snatched off the streets by men who won't identify themselves and are wearing masks. I am not eager to be sent to another country and put in prison with criminals. I am not eager to have my Social Security and my health care taken away from me. I'm not eager to have the IRS and other tools of the government used as weapons against me for my First Amendment right to free speech. I don't want any of that stuff to happen. But again, my grandfather came here. America allowed people to be free. America allowed people to have dignity and hope and possibility. And the government that was taking people away was the government my grandfather left. And so the rest of his family was taken to the camps and exterminated. And he survived, and my aunt survived, and my grandmother survived, and my mom survived. Everybody else died. And so given that example, it's kind of right in my face that you've got to have courage, and you've got to speak up, and you've got to be part of the solution rather than the problem. I'm going to keep right on doing this. I'll probably increase how many times I post on Mr. Politics. And, to call friends of mine who are here, awaiting their green cards, they've done everything right, and they're afraid now that they can get pulled off the street and sent God knows where without crime, without accusation, without anything. I have to keep calling one friend of mine just to say, are you okay? If anything happens, call me. But of course, if they snatch him off the streets, he's not here illegally, by the way. But if they snatch him off the streets, he won't be able to call me because he will be deprived of all his rights. So, I'm going to keep doing this, and I'm going to keep speaking out. And if you're afraid, reach out to others, because in numbers, we have power. In numbers, we can perhaps turn this around and get America back. Because I don't know about you, but I love this country, and the reason I love it is I love the variety, I love the diversity, I love the fact that someone who's Asian, someone who's black, someone who's anything can say I'm an American if they're a citizen, or if they've applied for citizenship and gotten it. And I even love people who are foreign here. I love the fact that when I go to a restaurant or if I go down the street, I hear a number of different languages. I like that. I'm not afraid of the world. I'm not afraid of my fellow man. Yes, there are criminals. Yes, there are psychopaths. Yes, there are sociopaths. But they're rare. And, you live a life as bravely as you can. Fortunately, I'm married to a woman braver than me. It was very funny because years ago for my birthday, we went down to the Watts Towers, which if you have not seen them, you should. They're amazing. And we were getting off the interesting Los Angeles Metro rail, and a cop was there, and he said, "Oh, you don't want to get off here. It's too dangerous here." And I might have gotten back on the train and not seen the Watts Towers. But Elaine, of course, being fearless, having been in the trenches and marched on the Poor People's March and all that stuff, she just said, "Nah, it's not dangerous. Let's do it." So we went to the Watts Museum that was there and the Watts Towers, and it was a wonderful day. And so I live with someone who daily shows me that courage is the way to go. So I'm going to go to protests this weekend and next weekend. I'm going to keep speaking out. I'm going to say what I think is the truth, and people can have their own opinions. But again, try to be careful that what you're saying is based in reality, based in fact, and not just some kind of cooked up crazy thing. So that's it. But anyway, we'll talk again really soon. And thanks for everything. Bye.